Why do they always have to take away every single time we win? Bro, we won an amazing game yesterday. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. And now everyone's like, oh, well, did you know that Brian Thomas Jr. wasn't trying in the game? Like, bro, just let us win. Just let us win one, okay? We just lost Joe Burrow to injury, whether it's 3 to 4 weeks or whether it's a whole season. I hope he doesn't need to get surgery. I really hope he doesn't. But anyway, whether it is whatever, can you just let us have this victory? Like, we beat the Brownies, and they couldn't just let us beat the Brownies. It had to be, well, the Brownies are the worst team in football. Like, come on, man. Just let us have it. Just 1 week. Give us 1 week, please. Anyway, so this is the whole situation. Jags fans, it's coming in from ML Football. Now, normally I wouldn't make a video if it's just ML Football. But Lee and Cohen, the actual head coach, actually addressed this. So if it's just ML Football, I feel like it's a 50-50 shot. Sometimes he just posts stuff that's rage bait. Sometimes he actually posts legitimate stuff. But sometimes he just posts whatever people are saying, fact-checked or not. Like, even if the story isn't even at all true, it could be the most far-fetched idea ever, he'll still post it. And it just, I don't always love when I look at his tweets. That's why I don't follow him, because I try not to look at his tweet for them. Anyway, Jag fans are calling for the team to suspend young phenomenon receiver Brian Thomas Jr. for a game after he had multiple awful drops. So they say that his attitude made it seem like he didn't want to be there, and his multiple drops cost his team a win today. And I will say that last drive they had, second to last drive, where he dropped the one pass, yeah, it was pretty dang bad. It was an awful drop pass. Bro, how did Cam Taylor-Britt catch strays in this video? Bro, Cam Taylor-Britt isn't even supposed to be catching strays. And the first thing we see is him dropping an interception. Look at this. That's a drop. That's right. Cam Taylor-Britt, bro. Dude, this is why you're getting so much hate, bro. Why did you not catch this? That's in your hands. I don't care about Brian Thomas Jr. Fluff him. I care more about Cam Taylor-Britt. Sorry, anyway. Then this one right here. Wide open. This was the 4th and 5 at the end of the game before we went down and scored the game-winning touchdown. See, I personally do not think this is a lack of effort. What I think on this play is, and this happens all the time with receivers. This is not new to Brian Thomas Jr. They look to their right. They see a linebacker, Demetrius Knight Jr. They know they're going to get hit on the play. So what they do is they're thinking about how they are going to avoid the hit before they catch the football. And because of that, they end up dropping it. This happens all the time with receivers. And this is how some stupid drops happen. And you're like, how did he drop that ball? He dropped it because he's worried more about not getting smashed and taking a big hit on the play rather than he is actually making sure he catches the football. So he's not focused on catching the football. Look at his head right here. His head, he's not looking at the football hitting his chest. He's peripheral vision, kind of getting that, look at, just like that. Watch this. He drops it. Second he drops it, he turns his head before he catches the football because he's not focused on the football. He's focused on not getting absolutely murdered by Demetrius Knight Jr. So that's the whole point of why that's not a low effort play. That is simply just the fact that this guy sees a linebacker right next to him and is thinking to himself, oh my, pea steak here, I'm going to get absolutely smashed. Let me make sure I don't get smashed and hurt on this play. And what they do is they take their eyes off the ball and it ends up being an incomplete pass. Happens all the time with receivers. Brian Thomas Jr. is a young receiver. This is stuff that, happens all the time. It happens in high school. I played 4 years of high school football. Happened all the time with our receivers in high school as well. Is they look at the linebacker or the safety and they don't want to get smashed. So they focus more on that than they focus on the actual ball being caught. They think, okay, I have the ball. Let me focus on the guy in front of me. And you lose track of the ball. You drop it. This is not a factor of anything other than he doesn't want to get hit. I don't think this is proving that he's not giving effort. I think this is a dumb clip. Obviously, that's dropped, sucks, but you can see he's literally looking at Demetrius Knight Jr. That's the first thing he does when the ball hits his chest. So that's, I think, is not true. But here's what Liam Cohen said. Liam Cohen said, because he had 4 catches on 12 targets today with some tough drops and moments where he appeared too shy away from contact. And again, like I said, that's definitely, again, I don't think it's a lack of effort. That's more just guys not trying to die. And, sometimes when you take those hits, man, they hurt. So let's just go ahead and listen up to what Liam had to say.
I gotta go watch it. Let's go figure out what that, was all about and what it looked like. Yeah, I gotta go take a look at that.
So he pretty much, I gotta go take a look at the clip, and he will. He'll go take a look and he'll review the footage. And I guarantee you, it's not gonna be it looks like this guy's not trying or this guy's getting a lack of effort. It's simply, hey, there's situations right there where, he definitely needs to work on that. He needs to perfect that, but that's just simply, I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get killed on this play. And, I have a linebacker right there. He's about to smash me. I'm going to try my best to avoid being smashed on the play. So, I don't agree with ML football. Maybe Jags fans are thinking that. I think it might be also the fact they lost and they're probably ticked off, which I would be too. And you try to whenever you lose a game like that, especially with how close it was at the end, you try to make examples or reasoning of why you lost. And sometimes those reasoning can be, hey, we don't think the players are trying hard enough. But I don't think this is a issue of him trying hard enough. I think on that play especially, I just think it's he didn't want to get smashed on the play. And then on this play, how is this a lack of effort? That was, the ball's thrown very high, right? Jordan Battle is all over him. This is, you know what a lack of effort is? Cam Taylor-Britt. That's the lack of effort. I think we're looking at the wrong team here. Okay, I love you, Cam. But I need to see these intercepted. Anyway. But I don't see this as lack of effort. I think this is a contested catch. You can see he only got one hand on it. It's a high pass. He gets one-handed on it, and Jordan Battle's left arm is already wrapped around him. So, I don't know how you expect him to make this catch. You can see his feet. He has to stop, so it's behind him a little bit. I think this is a stretch. I think this is very much a stretch, and, these clips, if you show me some clips where he's, not even trying, I could maybe figure out a way to get there, but I don't think this is really a situation where this guy not trying. I think the situation where the 2 clips you showed is just simply guy is in a bad situation. Guy doesn't want to get hit. Whatever. I don't know. We'll see, though. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.